I want to talk to you about dreams. You might call them aspirations, goals or targets. Call them what you will, they represent something you wish to come true. And sometimes they do just that. Sometimes they're big, life-altering dreams. Sometimes they're little ones that other people might scoff at. For me, I've long harboured a desire for something that 99% of the population wouldn't understand. Hell, 90% of Zwifters probably don't even think about it either. And whilst I hadn't entirely given up on it, with every passing year, and as I get that little bit older, the thought of achieving it was starting to fade. My dream? To attain that pinnacle of Zwift categories, that illustrious black circle. Of course, I'm talking about Cat A+. To get Cat A+, you need to have an FTP of over 300 watts, and that's got to work out at 4.6 watts per kilo or better. As a smaller rider, the raw watts has been my shortcoming. I've got close though. I've had an FTP of around 293, maybe even 296, but I've never quite hit the 300 mark. Until now, that is. So how did I finally get the upgrade? Well, I can only say it's a result of saying yes in September to joining a brand new racing team to compete in the Zwift Racing League. And as the A-Pex fellow racing team has grown, so too is my motivation to give the stronger riders a run for their money. I've raced more to join in the team action. I've pushed myself harder than ever. I've had to mentally dig deep and just say hang on, rather than losing the wheel and getting dropped. And then everything came together on stage 2 of the Pinky Tour. We were racing the Radio Rendezvous route, one I've only done once before in the time it's been available, taking in the Main Mountainside Com, the Idsa Com, the Grade Com, and then finally the Radio Tower Climb. So that route meant lots of sustained climbing, which is perfect for me to stand up out of the saddle, find a rhythm and settle into the work. Coupled with the tour being all about the general classification, so fast times are all that matters, not your finishing place. This gives all the riders a strong reason to keep the effort high at all times. And these races attracted a quality field, so to keep with the front pack and benefit from those high speeds, I really had to push hard to not get dropped. The Mayan and Itza comms went by in a blur, and then it was onto the grade. And this is where I can treat the riders in front like carrots, just dangling tantalisingly near to grasp. So mentally, I'm seeing that rider in front, doing what I can to stay with them, maybe even gain some time. And I had a few new teammates around, so clearly I wanted to prove myself to them too. Before we knew it, we're onto the Radio Tower Climb, that one final sustained effort to finish, using up whatever energy I had left. And what felt like a long time later, I crossed the finish line and was spent. No celebrations yet though, because I finished in just under 44 minutes with an average of 297 watts. Close, but not high enough or long enough, right? So imagine my surprise and delight when I finished the ride and got the notification that Zwift had updated my ZFTP to 301. I jumped onto Zwift Power afterwards and had the confirmation I was hoping for. That black circle was mine, all mine. I was a little shocked, and honestly, I don't remember the last time I had that giddy kind of excitement. What a feeling, not just that. But to make this momentous day even more special, I got to share it with 2 other teammates who also got the upgrade in the same race, Chapeau Hugo and Patrick. I know that his status doesn't change anything, and I know it may not last that long, but I am honestly chuffed to bits to have achieved it even just this once. And that got me thinking, how important it is to celebrate our successes, no matter how long they may last. So I want to take a moment to be thankful. Thankful to my teammates for giving me that extra bit of motivation and encouragement. Thankful to Zwift and the community for the ability to race with a huge number of people from around the world at any time. And I'd like to finish with an ask. Life is short and we don't always get to show our appreciation to the people in our lives who help our dreams come true. So please take a minute and think about who in your life has helped you achieve your goals. Then go thank them. Until next time.